What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Thanks for joining. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at my whole knife collection, so stay tuned for that. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Like I said, here we have my whole knife collection. Well, I shouldn't say my whole knife collection. This is everything that's not currently in use. I still have knives in my car, different packs, around the house, stuff like that. I just couldn't fit them all in here, and obviously I'm not going to go around search for every knife I have. And so these are the ones that are just in limbo. They're not being used right now. But this is the majority of them. I say this is about 90 to 95% of the knives I own. So I keep them in this hard case. This is an Apache size 2800. This is a generic or knockoff Pelican case that Harbor Freight sells. I think I got this one on sale for $22. It's a really great case. It has the latches, it has the lock, it has a pressure valve. It's just like a Pelican, just without that name brand. So we'll open it up. And inside here I have my knives. So it has the peel and pluck foam inside. So I plucked them out and put all my knives in here. So starting up here, so I organize this kind of by brands. So I'll have all similar knife brands together. So like here I have Browse, Zero Tolerance, I have Spyderco's, Kershaw's, Gerber's. So they're kind of in order, and each one I have faced with the pocket clip to the right and facing up. It's just the way I like it, and my little bit of a OCD about it. So let's get started. I'm just going to go through each one of these real quick, say the name, and that's pretty much it. Show them off a little bit. So first one, this is the Browse Raven. I did a review on this. Great knife. This is probably one of my most expensive ones right now. So there's that one. This is another Browse. This Browse Blades Echelon. I'm actually not 100% sure of the name on this one. I believe it's Echelon, but I could be wrong. This one's the black G10. Here we have the ZT456. This one's the American Stars and Bars anodized from USA Made blade. I carried this one a lot. Great knife. Here we have a Benchmade 940-2. Another great knife that's seen a lot of use. This one's actually pretty beat up. You see by that pocket clip. Now we're moving into, before I move over to the other Spyderco, I'm carrying a Benchmade. I've been carrying the Benchmade Reptilian. This is the all black one, and you see it's getting some use on it. I want to make this my work knife, so this is the one. If I need to do anything, I'm not scared to scratch it up or do anything. If I need to tighten a screw with it, I'll do it with this. This is going to be my work knife. I want it to look all beat up and used. It shows that it has some character. So I've been carrying that one a lot lately. So now we'll move on to the Spydercos. Here we have the Spyderco Manix 2. This is the regular version. It's not the XL or anything. This has the G10 handles. It's not the lightweight, but another one that's seen a lot of use and super smooth. Really fun to use. This is the Spyderco Yojimbo 2. Pretty unique knife, has a nice design to it. This is a fighting knife, has the compression lock, so pretty cool. This is a classic Spyderco Delica 4 with the FRN handles, lock back, VG10 steel, made in Seki City, Japan. If you're into knives and you don't have a Delica or Endura, definitely highly recommend it. This is a Spyderco Tenacious with the blue G10 handles. This is a limited edition or a sprint run, something like that. I don't know if they still make them, but you can see the pocket clip was up there. Then I moved it to tip up right hand carry. This is a great budget knife. This is the knife that first got me into knives, not this exact one, but Spyderco Tenacious had the black G10 handles. And that was my first real, I would say, not Walmart knife at the time. You know, I used to have like Ozark Trail or like stuff like that. But this is the first knife that really got me into knife collecting and the whole hobby of knives. Then we have another Spyderco Tenacious. This is the all black one, black handle, black blade, and for the price point, these are like 30 or 40 bucks for the regular ones. These colored ones a little bit more, but for the regular ones, these are super smooth. They fly right open, great lockup. They're great knives, great everything. I really can't recommend the Spyderco Tenacious enough. Now we're moving into Kershaw's. This is a Kershaw Link. This is in blue. I also have one in gray, and this is for 30 or 40 bucks. This knife, this knife is made in the USA. You can see definitely carried a lot. Shows there on the pocket clip, but great knife for such a cheap price, and for made in the USA, you can't go wrong. Here is the Kershaw Knockout, another great knife. This one has a black blade, and this is a subframe lock, so a little bit different. And this is speed assisted, so is the Link. The Kershaw Dividend, this is similar to a Leak, but a little bit different. This one's also made in the USA. Like I said, this one, the Link, forget, there's another one. But for these cheaper made in the USA knives, it's a really good deal. And they're really good quality, super fast, super smooth. So highly recommend those. Here's the Kershaw Link. It's a classic. This is also probably like the second knife I bought after the Tenacious. It's just an all-time classic. This is a Kershaw Skyline that when I was probably like 12 or 13, something like that, I tried painting, I tried a mirror polish. This is the knife that I experimented everything on. So definitely used and abused, but it has that little bit of a sentimental value. Here is a Kershaw Natrix. Really cool design. Another subframe lock. I really like how these look, and I love the swoop and shape of that blade. Pretty cool, and I think this one's only $30 or $40 also. This is a Kershaw Blur with the blue. This one, I took the assist bar out, so it is just super smooth. Probably the smoothest knife in this box. It is just ridiculous. You can even whip it open like that. So super smooth, super nice. That's the Kershaw Blur. Here is a Kershaw Shuffle. Has the bottle opener on it. Flathead. Great little knife. I think they're like 10 or 15 bucks. Kershaw, it's either the half ton or 3/4 ton. Another really cheap knife, 10 or 15 bucks. There's a little wrench there. Pretty cool pocket clip. The whole thing is a wrench. And what is that? HCR 13 MOV. So decent steal for such a cheap knife, but it's more like a novelty. This is the Kershaw Oh So Sweet. It's about 20 bucks. It has this kind of Willy Wonka pocket clip though, so I'm not really a fan of that. This one's also HCR 13 MOV. This is the Kershaw Crown. This is a Walmart knife. Pretty cheap, like 10 bucks. But let's keep that in there. This is another experimental knife. This is the CRKT Drifter. I tried acid etching it years and years ago, and you can still see I never even got all the nail polish off. I used red nail polish for some reason to protect the blade from the areas I didn't want acid etched. But there's that. This one is the, I forget if this is stainless steel or aluminum, but this one has the metal handles. This is another CRKT drifter. Now, I used to work for a painting company, and this is the knife that I would carry every day. So you can see it's pretty beat up. I think I was bored one day and just took steel wool or sandpaper or something like that and just went to town on the blade. So this one is extremely beat up, but it's still really sharp, and it still functions perfectly, flies open. So really great knife. Like I said, also like 20 bucks. So I would definitely recommend the drifter. This is another one of the first that I bought. Moving on with more CRKTs. This is a CRKT Pilar or Pillar, however you want to say it. I've done a review on this. Great little knife. You can choke up on it or hold it normal. It's a frame lock, stainless steel handles, and very, very small. So really, really unique, cool knife. Here's the CRKT Outrage. It's on ball bearings, so it's really fast. Comes right open. This is a Ken Onion design. Next is the CRKT Jettison. This is the full size. They make a mini one, I believe, with titanium handles. This one has the stainless steel handles, frame lock. It's a flipper. So pretty cool design. Has a kind of a Warncliffe blade. And this one's also nice and thin, which I like. Another beefy one with stainless steel handles. Seems like CRKT's been going with the stainless steel. You got the Pilar, the Jettison. This is the Amicus. This is a pretty beefy knife. Nice and thick blade. It's pretty heavy, but it's also smooth. You can flick it open with a Spidey flick, or you can use your thumb. So, really nice knife, and doesn't break the bank either. Now we're moving into Gerber. This is 06 Fast. This is a classic knife. They sell this one at Walmart now. They have an automatic version, but this one is just the assisted. Has a safety on it. This is the lock, and then it has that red dot. When that's showing, it's active, and now you won't be able to open it. So, pretty cool. Another Gerber. This is a Gerber flat iron, and I do not like this knife. This is probably one of my least favorite knives that I've bought. It's just, the quality is horrible. It's a two-handed opener. You can't open it with one hand. It's heavy, but I do like the design. I love the cleaver style blade, so that's what made me buy it. But after having it and playing with it, it's not good. This is another oldie. This is the Gerber Remix. This is another Walmart knife, and I've had this one forever, used and abused it. And this one's cool because it has, put your finger through here, put a carabiner, anything like that. And the blade just rotates around that. So a pretty unique knife. That's the Gerber Remix. This is a Gerber paraframe, I believe, one of the newer paraframes. This one's in the champagne color. It's that nice blue pocket clip with the thumb studs, and it's a frame lock. And it's pretty fast opening, and this is also a relatively cheap knife. This is a SOG Twitch 2, I believe. Yep, Twitch 2. This is a lockback, and it's also speed assisted. I like this knife. It's kind of like a gentleman's knife. Springs open. It's all metal in design. It looks cool. It's like an engineering knife. Here we have the Boker Wildcat. This one's on ball bearings, so it flies open. Super, super fast. And this is a Karambit. That wicked blade design. Here's an automatic knife. I'm sure if you're into knives, you probably heard or seen about this. This is the Kolleksiyonum 74. by Boker. This one has the Warncliffe blade, and this one is a automatic, so I can't carry it in the state I live in, but I can have it. So it's opens super hard, super fast. This is the only automatic I ever bought, but this one's a classic. If you're into knives and you're looking to get an automatic, I would definitely look at the Kolesnikov 74. Here we have a Ontario Rat 1. And as you'll notice, most of my knives are definitely used. You can tell that they've been used. I don't buy a knife that I won't use. So even this Browse Raven, this is a $400 knife. I still carry and use this. I'm not afraid to use a knife. It's what they're made for. I don't have any safe queens, so any knife that I have is fair game for pocket carry. That's why most of these look like this. Here's another Ontario. This is also the Rat 1, but this has this bluish, I guess you would call that a blue or a purple handle scale, G10. And the Rat 1 is a great design, super smooth, reliable, it's cheap. Here's some Gonzo knives. This one is a knockoff of the Rat 1. So this one has a access lock. There's that. And you can see them side by side. They're pretty much the same. Gonzo knives are the Chinese ripoffs of a lot of popular knives from the US. Here is a Gonzo, forget the model number, G710. So this is a knockoff of the Benchmade Rift. You see same blade design, same handle design. This has an access lock, so they're really copying these other USA brands. But for a fraction of the price, this is around 20 bucks on Amazon. I don't support, brands copying other ones. After I realized what they were doing, I never bought another Gonzo again. So those are the only two I have. Never buying another one. Here's the Kaiser. I believe this is the Vanguard, if I remember correctly. I don't know if it says on here. No, VG10. A Barbosa, that's what it is. So this is the Kaiser Barbosa. It's on ball bearings, nice and smooth. This is the only Kaiser I have. But nice knife. I would buy another Kaiser. Now here get to like the cheap odds and ends knives that I just threw in here. This is the Camillus Titanium. I'm not even sure of the name. It has that tighter stripe pattern on the blade. So another Camillus. It's a Tonto point. This one was carried a lot. VG10 steel. Here is a Sanren Mew. Is that how you say it? I forget. Sanren Mew, I believe. They call this a poor man's Sebenza. It's similar to the Chris Reeves Sebenza, but this one's a $10 knife. But it works great. Really fast, really smooth. This is a Sanren Mew 710, I believe. This is a cheap Smith & Wesson Stream Ops. Nothing special about that. Make sure I'm putting these away correctly. This is a Bird Cara 2. I'll never buy another Bird knife. This one is gritty. You can't open it with a Spidey flick. It's even hard to open it by flicking it. So it's pretty much a two-handed opener. I just don't like it. It's very cheaply made. The FRN feels so cheap. It's just overall you can feel that it's cheaply made. You can see the centering there is totally off. So if you want a design like this, save your money, get an Enduro 4, because that's what this is representing, just in Spyderco's cheaper line. Here we have an old timer. This is one of the only slip joints I have. It has the 2 blades on it. Here we have the Gerber MP600. Usually I can just whip these pliers out, but the camera's in the way. I don't want to hit the camera. But they come out. It's a really great multi-tool. It's carried by a lot of the military members. It's issued to them. This is the Gerber MP600. Here is the Leatherman Style PS. Little multi-tool, has pliers, little carabiner, and scissors, I believe. Yeah, scissors. It's pretty cool. Nice little multi-tool. And then here you have a little pair of tweezers. And here is the last one in here. This is, I don't even know, a Winchester, some kind of slip joint. Probably one of those cheap Walmart ones that come in like those multi-packs with other knives. But like I said, this is about 90 to 95% of the knives. I have other multi-tools and knives other places, but this is what fits in this case. This is a 2800. They have sizes bigger and smaller than this at Harbor Freight. So I might get another one of these and keep the collection growing. But there you guys have it. That's my knife collection, and that's of October of 2018. So it's always going to be growing, changing. I want to sell a lot of these cheaper knives so I can get 1 or 2 more high quality knives. So there you guys have it. Hope you enjoyed. If you haven't already, please like the video and please consider subscribing. It really helps me out. And if you have any questions about any of the knives here, please comment. I'll get back to you. And until next time, guys, bye.